If you've ever shopped for tea online or visited a specialty tea shop, you've probably experienced a moment of sticker shock. A box of tea bags might cost just a few dollars. A pouch of premium loose-leaf tea might cost $20, $30, sometimes even more. And naturally, a question arises. Why does loose-leaf tea cost so much more? Welcome back to TeaMinded. I'm glad you're here. Today we're exploring why loose-leaf tea often costs more than conventional tea bags, and why many tea drinkers believe the difference is worth it. At first glance, tea seems simple. It's just leaves and water. How different can one tea really be from another? But the deeper you explore tea, the more you discover that not all tea is created equally. In many grocery store tea bags, the tea consists of very small particles known as fannings, or dust. These tiny pieces brew quickly and consistently. That's one reason tea bags became so popular. They're convenient, predictable, easy to use. But convenience often comes with trade-offs. Loose-leaf tea typically contains larger, more intact leaves. These leaves retain more of the compounds that contribute to flavor and aroma. They unfold during brewing. They evolve through multiple infusions. They reveal character in ways that smaller particles often cannot. One reason loose-leaf tea costs more is that higher quality leaves are more expensive to produce. The best tea gardens don't simply maximize volume. They focus on quality. They pay attention to harvest timing, cultivation methods, processing techniques, and sometimes even weather conditions. Many premium teas are harvested by hand. Think about that for a moment. Individual leaves, picked one harvest at a time, by skilled workers who understand exactly which leaves should be selected. That level of care takes time, and time has value. After harvest, the work is only beginning. Tea leaves may be steamed, rolled, oxidized, fired, dried, sorted. Each step influences the final cup. And many of those steps require experience and craftsmanship developed over years or even generations. At TeaMinded, we've talked before about craftsmanship. Whether it's tea, photography, pottery, fountain pens, or woodworking, there is often a difference between something made quickly and something made carefully. Tea is no different. Another factor is origin. Tea is an agricultural product. Where it is grown matters. Climate matters. Elevation matters. Soil matters. The same tea plant grown in different regions can produce dramatically different flavors. A sencha from Uji may taste different from one grown in Shizuoka. A Darjeeling may taste entirely different from an Assam. Part of what you're paying for is that connection to place. Freshness also plays a role. Many specialty tea companies work hard to source and distribute tea while it is still fresh. Fresh tea often offers brighter aromas, greater sweetness, more complexity, more life. Especially with green teas and Japanese teas, freshness can make a remarkable difference. But perhaps the most interesting reason loose-leaf tea costs more has nothing to do with production at all. It has to do with experience. For some people, tea is simply a source of caffeine, and that's perfectly fine. A tea bag may provide exactly what they need. But many loose-leaf tea drinkers are looking for something else. They're looking for a ritual, an experience, a moment of attention. Loose-leaf tea slows things down. You measure the leaves, heat the water, observe the aroma, watch the leaves unfold, pay attention to the flavor. The process becomes part of the enjoyment. And in a world increasingly built around convenience, speed, and distraction, that slower experience can feel surprisingly valuable. There's another point worth mentioning. Loose-leaf tea isn't always as expensive as it first appears. Many premium teas can be infused multiple times. One serving of leaves may provide 2, 3, sometimes even 4 enjoyable cups. When viewed on a cost per cup basis, the difference between loose leaf tea and other beverages often becomes much smaller than people expect. In some cases, a premium loose leaf tea may cost less per serving than a specialty coffee shop drink, and yet provide a much longer and more intentional experience. Of course, whether loose leaf tea is worth the cost is ultimately a personal decision. Not everyone values the same things. But for many tea drinkers, the appeal isn't simply better flavor. It's the combination of flavor, craftsmanship, origin, freshness, and attention. Tea has a way of reminding us that quality often requires care, and care often requires time. Perhaps that's one reason so many tea enthusiasts become passionate about loose leaf tea. It isn't just about what's in the cup. It's about everything that happened before the cup ever reached your hands. The next time you brew a favorite tea, take a moment to consider the journey, the tea garden, the harvest, the people who processed the leaves, the craftsmanship involved, and the simple fact that a plant traveled halfway around the world to become part of your day. You may find that understanding the story behind the tea makes the experience even richer. As TeaMinded continues, we'll keep exploring tea culture, craftsmanship, tea rituals, mindfulness, and intentional living through the lens of tea. But today, I hope this episode encourages you to look beyond the price tag and consider the people, places, and traditions behind every cup. Thank you for listening to TeaMinded. If you enjoyed this episode, follow the podcast and share it with someone who loves tea, craftsmanship, slow living, or learning how everyday objects carry extraordinary stories. And until next time, brew thoughtfully, appreciate the craftsmanship, and stay tea-minded.